Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Georgia. So today we're going to do a recap and a review of Belle Collective Season 3, Episode 11, titled Clifton Rogers Neighborhood. So we have where we start off the episode. We have So Gucci meeting up with her daughter Dee, and they're meeting at the yogurt shop. And she says that she knows that when Dee is not around her significant other, I'm not sure if it's a husband or a boyfriend, then she opens up more. So she's meeting outside of the home to talk with her mom, So Gucci. So they're talking about what's going on with the relationship. Dee is letting her mom know that at the moment her and her husband is not getting along too well, but she knows it's just temporary, that they have some disagreements, but they're going to come back together. Also, they're talking about the fact that So Gucci pressed charges against Selena for the fight that they had at the wig event, and So Gucci was hurt, as far as physically hurt. So she felt like she was assaulted, so she went and she filed charges. She told Dee that the reason she really moving forward to him is that she could show her daughter how she should behave in certain situations, and to let Selena get away with what happened at the party, she was not about to let it happen. She let Dee know that she has the blessings of her husband JJ in order to get through it. They feel that, right now that there's tension in the family, but eventually they're going to work their way back together. So that was what they met up, and they were just chit-chatting about what's going on in life. Now we have Akeisha and Latrice, and they are meeting up at the same spot that we had the Peace Treaty event with Lateshia. So it's just Latrice and Akeisha at this point. Akeisha told Latrice that she wants to meet with her one-on-one because she noticed that she really doesn't open up when she's around the other ladies. And she just want to let her know that, you know what, I'm here as a friend for you. I mean, you may not feel that you have any of the other ladies in the group where you could have as an outlet to talk to, but I just want to let you know that I'm here for you. So Latrice asked Akeisha, so how did you like the event at So Gucci's party where they had the exotic dancer and stuff like that? She was like, I didn't see you. You must have left. Akeisha wasn't like, no, girl, I saw all that he was packing. She said, I saw that thing alive. So they had a good kiki moment with that. And they told each other, she said, I appreciate, letting me know that I could talk to you if I need to, but the same goes for you if you need to talk to somebody. So in the next scene now, we have Lateshia and So Gucci meeting up, and they're going for a walk. They're talking about the family issues, what's going on between the girls and stuff like that, just catching up on family and everything. And then Lateshia invites So Gucci to an event that she's having. I believe it's called the Women's Empowerment Brunch. No. It's a different event. It's So Gucci inviting Lateshia to her event where her and JJ, they give back to the community. They say every year they collect items and they give back to the community, and it's coming, more people are attending as the years go on, so therefore it's getting bigger. So Gucci invited Lateshia, and she's like, for sure she's gonna come. So it was just a matter of just meeting up to keep up with what's going on with each of the ladies and their families individually. Now we have Latrice and Cliff, and they're going out to dinner. Latrice says she realized that Cliff is feeling a little bit neglected lately, and she wanted to bring him together to talk to him about some stuff that's going on with her. And that went left real quick. So they're meeting up for some Mexican food, and Latrice told Cliff that she is collabing with a distribution company called Ultra, and what they do, they get your products into stores for you. So Cliff was like, oh, that sounds good. Let me read over the contract and see if everything is good. Then Latrice was like, well, I kind of signed the contract 2 weeks ago. So that's when everything went left. Cliff is like, how are you going to sign a contract without me? I'm your husband. We're supposed to be a unit as husband and wife, and we're supposed to lean on each other and play off each other. And why would you sign a contract without me? And Latrice was like, well, it is my company, So it's okay if I do it. This is where I don't agree with Latrice. Yes, it's your company. Um, I do believe that Cliff is a part of the company. I'm not saying that you're supposed to ask his permission as should you sign the contract, but at least you're supposed to communicate with him to let him know that this is what is going on, because I'm sure the distribution deal didn't come around like in a day or so. It's something that you guys have been talking over. um, I'm sure you had to negotiate prices and commissions and fees and all of that. I'm sure a contract had to be written up. You had to get your attorney for them to read over the contract and stuff like that. So you had plenty of time to let your husband know what you were doing. So in that sense, I don't agree that, that Latrice should have signed the contract without talking to Cliff. And I can't understand why he would get upset and walk out of the restaurant. So now that they're outside, Latrice is like, "Can we just end this night on a good note?" And everything that I just said, Cliff said to her, like, "You were wrong to do that." So Latrice started crying now, and he's like, "Yeah, this is what happens every time. I get upset at you or something don't go your own way. You start crying, and then I'm supposed to change my mind. But at this time, I'm not gonna, because I'm upset." So she was like, "I want to get out of here." He's like, "Go ahead." But I don't think they came to the restaurant together. She was there already waiting for him when he showed up. 'Cause I don't think Latrice is living at home. I think in one of the scenes we're gonna talk about it. But she drove out of there upset. Cliff was still mad, as he should be, because now you're doing things without him. And we're gonna talk about she feels why she thinks the way he feels, the way he's feeling right now, if that makes sense. So we're going to come back to this. Now we have Lateshia and Marie. We have Lateshia at her office. She has the local news channel come down to interview her regarding an event that she's throwing. She's doing another brunch. This one is the Women's Empowerment Brunch. And the news panel, the young lady came and she's asking her, why should people attend your brunch based on every other brunch that's popping up all over the city right now? So according to Lateshia, she's like, well, my brunch, we don't just talk the talk, we walk the talk. When you leave our brunch or when you come to our brunch, we're going to hold your hand and take you through and make sure that you go from A to Z, and we get your product or your business launch, and we make sure that you're still there. We have other brunches that fall by the wayside, but with my brunches, that's not going to happen. And remember, in some past episodes, we saw where she has a mentee, and the mentee was invited to, I believe, what was the event that went left? There was some event where the ladies were going at it, and she told the young lady, I hope you still want me to be your mentor, and don't just, don't base everything about me based on that one situation. So Lateshia has this company where she's grooming people and helping them along the way as far as getting businesses. So that was her interview with the news channel. And as they were wrapping up, we had Marie come along, and she invited Marie over because she wants Marie to be a part of the panel that's going to be there at the brunch. She's like, asking you to be a part of the panel, and along with that, we're going to have Latrice. And right there, Marie was like, hold up. She's like, hold it right there. I'm like, oh, jokes. Here we go. She's like, I don't know if I want to be a part of a panel with Latrice based on everything that is happening. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is this going left so quick? I thought Marie and Lateshia were friends, were cool, based on what's been going on for the past few episodes. Long story short, remember, I believe it was in season 2 or end of season 1 going into season 2 where Marie accused Latrice of getting somebody to dig up dirt, or to not dig up but fabricate a lie on her about her business, where she's like, this could have caused me my whole career, my whole business, or whatever. It so happens that Lateshia chose to believe that Latrice was not a part of it. And then when they looked into it further, we found out that Latrice was actually a part of the lie. And Marie feels that Lateshia did not hold Latrice accountable. However, anything that Marie does, Lateshia tends to hold her accountable. So she was like, I need an apology from you, because you tend to believe everything that Latrice tells you, and we all know that she is a liar. So they went, but she's like, but why is that important? That don't have anything to do with this event. This is, let's not make this about you. This is Lateshia talking to Marie. Marie was like, no, that's not the case. I need you to admit that this girl is a liar and you should not have taken up for her, and I need an apology. So they went back and forth for a little while, but eventually Lateshia apologized to Marie. And Marie was like, all right, now we are good. Yes, I'll be a part of your panel. Exactly what do you want me to do? Letitia is like, just come and be Marie. You know how you are with yourself, Marie, and her business self. I don't want you to come with any drama and just be on your good behavior for the day. She's like, fine, I'll be there. She's like, don't get into no arguments with nobody. You won't even have to interact with Latrice, so let's not even think about that. She was like, okay, as long as I don't have to talk to her, that's fine by me. I'm gonna be there. So they started off kind of heated, but then the two ladies were like, they smoothed it out, and now they're good and they're on a good page. So that's how we ended Marie and Letitia's meeting. No, that's not how we ended it. They started talking about personal stuff, like, what about you and Glen? What's going on with Glen? Letitia told Marie that since Glen's grandmother passed away, that she's seen a change in him. She's like, right now we're dating. He said he wants to know the new me, so therefore we're gonna try and see what's happening. Marie reminded her, like, remember, girl, this is how he came around the last time, and then he escalated. So make sure that you know what you're doing. So Marie goes in the confessional and she says she doesn't think that Letitia and Glen will ever get divorced because they want that family unit for themselves and they want it for their son. So they think they're going to work it out. But at this point, she thinks that Letitia just giving Glen a hard time to let him realize how serious she is, and that the situation with him, it's not cool what he's doing as far as stepping out on the marriage, and so many times at that. So that was Marie's and Letitia's get together. Now we have Latrice and her mom, and like I told you before in the other segment, we have it where I don't think that Latrice was staying at home. So it is true. Latrice says she's staying with her brother. She's making it seem like since the night of the dinner she's been staying with her brother, but nah, I think she was staying with him before. So she's like, her brother's not even around because he's doing his own thing. So she's basically in that big house by herself. She says she needed a break from Cliff, and she needed time for her to reset. She puts it. That's how she calls. She needed to have some time to reset and to think about what's going on. It seemed like as soon as Cliff talked to her, she gets upset and she runs away and just go do her own thing, or just hides and think about what's happening. Now she's saying that when she first met Cliff, she think that she brought her daddy issues to Cliff by first calling him Zaddy. And with that, Cliff took the role of, a parent instead of a husband. And she said she wants her husband now. She wants her husband. She don't want a daddy no more. Don't tell me what to do. I want you to look at me as an equal. And if you can't look to me as an equal, then therefore your it's gonna be a problem. Why is Latrice telling her mom all this and not telling it to Cliff? Because I'm sure he's wondering, what does this girl want? They always say that these men always say they don't know how to deal with women because they don't know what we want. And all it needs to be is a process of communication. So hopefully Latrice will actually talk to Cliff and let him know that, listen, I know you've taken kind of like, because you're older, you might have taken on the parent role, but you know, I still love my husband, she told her mom, and I just want him to treat me as an equal in business and in the marriage. But then again, she tells the other ladies that, Cliff is old school. We know how it is with these old school men from down south. They want to lead the family. They don't want a modern woman. They want to be able to say, I'm the man of the house. You do what I say or whatever. And with Cliff being the way he is, setting his way, it may be a clash right there. But hopefully Latrice and Cliff will work it out, because like she says, she loves her husband and she wants things to work out. So that was the scene between Latrice and her mom. We have the event now. So Gucci's event, the give back event. We see where the girls show up. We see where So Gucci's daughters, stepdaughters, they show up. The other Bells came. We see get to see Tambra. We've been sure I kind of forgot that Tambra was even on the show because we don't really see many scenes with her. But Tambra came, and of course she's like, I could only be here for 30 minutes. I gotta go to work. So we understand that, she's on the midday diva had to be at work. So she came and did what she could and helped out a little bit. We have Akeisha and Willie show up. Everybody came out to give their support. We had Latrice show up. The only person I did not see there was Marie. Did I see Marie? No, I didn't see Marie. But the event isn't over when they ended the episode, so maybe she'll come later. The two news stations showed up. They tried to interview Latrice, but Latrice called So Gucci over. She's like, come on over here, girl. This is your event. Come talk to these people. So Gucci did the interview with the news station. And as everything was winding down, the event turned out to be really well. It was successful. And as things were winding down, we have Lateshia pull Latrice to the side. And she's like, let me talk to you real quick. She goes in and she tells her that, the rest of us Bells are concerned about what's going on with you, and you are the talk of the group, girl. Yes, we're gossiping about you. We see how comfortable Cliff is the way he's talking disrespectful to you in public. And we're just concerned to see, okay, if he's so comfortable doing it in public, what is he doing to you in private? So Latrice was like, well, that's my marriage, and I don't need you guys input or anything. She's like, yes, we understand it, but we are concerned about you, and we'll let you know that we're talking about it. And that is where the episode ended. So of course there's going to be a continuation, I'm sure. Curious to see what Latrice is going to say to Lateshia regarding her statement and what the other ladies are feeling. Now we see why Akeisha actually brought Latrice out. That's two people letting her know that we're concerned about you. Your husband is kind of, not kind of, but he's disrespectful to you. And now he's projecting it onto the other group of women. And we're not here to stand and let it happen. So you need to do something about it, or we're going to do something about it, because we're not going to stand around and let this man treat you any kind of way. And according to Latrice, she doesn't want the ladies in her business because she doesn't feel that they genuinely care about her, that they only want to be in her business because she's nosy. But I don't think so. They actually do care about her, and they see a change in her. And I'm telling you, I've been watching this show from the inception. This is season 3, and I see a change in Latrice. She is more reserved this season. She is like cowering a little bit. You could tell that she's very nervous when she's on camera with Cliff. So it makes us think also what is going on in that glass house, as Marie puts it. So it will be interesting to see the talk that she has with Cliff, letting him know that, listen, the way things are going between us ain't cool, and we want to see if she changes. She was more bubbly, more outgoing. Now it seems like she's just holding back and thinking about her words, considering what she's saying. And it's similar to how, she's more outgoing than Tambra, but Tambra, we hardly see anything from her at all. She's not giving us anything. So that's why I think that she's not going to be there for season 4. But Latrice, we need to see how you go through this situation with Cliff, because it's obvious there's something going on. So guys, that is my recap and my review of Belle Collective season 3 episode 11, titled Clifton Rogers Neighborhood. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel, thumbs up this video, share this video if you will, and until next time, be sure to take care of yourselves and your families. Take care. Bye-bye.